The small town of Willow Creek had never seen anyone like him. Elon Musk, billionaire entrepreneur and innovator, arrived quietly one sunny afternoon, his sleek black car rolling down the narrow streets. People paused mid-step, staring as the car glided past the familiar storefronts and the dusty park. Inside a modest home at the end of Maple Lane, young Tommy Harris sat by the window, wheels turning slowly in his wheelchair. At just 10 years old, he had a rare condition that made it difficult for him to move or speak clearly. Yet his eyes sparkled with curiosity whenever he imagined rockets, Mars colonies, and incredible machines. He had read every book he could find about space and technology, his small fingers tracing diagrams in worn pages. Tommy's mother, Sarah, bustled around the kitchen, preparing a simple lunch. Bills and appointments cluttered her mind, but her heart was focused on her son. Tommy's father had passed years ago, leaving the family with memories, resilience, and an unshakable love for their boy. Suddenly, the sound of the sleek car outside caught their attention. Sarah opened the door and found a man stepping out, dressed simply, but exuding an aura of confidence and determination. "Hello," he said, a calm but intriguing tone in his voice. "I'm Elon." Sarah blinked, unsure if she'd heard correctly. "Elon Musk?" He nodded. "I've heard about a very special young boy who loves rockets and dreams of exploring space. I wanted to meet him." Tommy's eyes widened behind the lenses of his thick glasses. "Space?" he whispered, his voice trembling with excitement. Elon smiled gently, kneeling to bring himself to eye level. "Yes, space. And I think you might be the best co-pilot for a very special journey." From that moment, the afternoon shifted into something extraordinary. Elon talked about his rockets, his plans for Mars, and the possibilities of technology changing lives in ways that no one could imagine. Tommy listened, utterly captivated, as if each word painted a new universe in his mind. But it wasn't just stories. Elon had a purpose. He had learned of Tommy's challenges and wanted to create a device, tailored just for him, that could help him communicate and move more freely. Sarah watched, stunned, as Elon sketched a plan on a notepad, explaining in simple terms how the device would work. "We're going to make something that no one else has," Elon said. "Something that will let Tommy explore, learn, and experience the world in a way he's always dreamed." Hours passed like minutes. By sunset, Tommy had tried prototypes, laughed, and shouted in joy when the device responded perfectly. Sarah could hardly contain her tears as she realized the man who had changed technology for billions had now entered their lives for one child. Yet, just as quickly as he had arrived, Elon stood to leave. "Tomorrow, we begin the real work," he said. "I'll need your help, Tommy. Are you ready for this adventure?" Tommy nodded vigorously, unable to contain his excitement. He had no idea what lay ahead, but he knew his life had already changed. And in that quiet town of Willow Creek, a story had begun that would ripple far beyond the boundaries of imagination, blending heart, innovation, and a promise that dreams could indeed come true. The next morning, the sunlight streamed through the curtains of Tommy's room, illuminating the small desk where Elon's sketches still lay scattered. Tommy had barely slept, excitement keeping him awake most of the night. His fingers itched to touch the device that Elon had promised would change everything. Sarah entered with breakfast, carefully balancing plates and coffee. "Big day today, Tommy," she said softly, smiling. Tommy nodded vigorously, unable to speak but radiating pure anticipation. Elon arrived promptly, carrying a sleek black case. "Good morning," he called, his voice full of energy. "Today, we bring these sketches to life." Tommy's eyes widened. Elon carefully opened the case, revealing a compact device that seemed like something out of a science fiction movie. Buttons, sensors, and small robotic arms were perfectly assembled into a portable unit. "This," Elon explained, "is not just any device. It's designed specifically for you, Tommy. It will help you communicate, move, and interact with the world in ways you've only imagined." He carefully strapped the device to Tommy's wheelchair and guided his hands toward the controls. Tommy's eyes sparkled as he pressed the first button, and the device responded instantly, moving his chair smoothly across the room. Sarah gasped. "It's working," she whispered, tears forming in her eyes. Elon smiled. "We're just getting started." For hours, Elon and Tommy experimented with the device. Tommy could now control a small robotic arm, pick up objects, and even type messages that spoke aloud. The room was filled with laughter, wonder, and the kind of joy that comes only when someone's dreams begin to touch reality. As the sun began to set, Elon leaned back. "You've done incredible work today, Tommy. This is only the beginning. There's more to come, but I needed to see that your spirit was as strong as I'd heard." Tommy's mother watched, heart swelling with gratitude and disbelief. In all her life, she had never imagined someone like Elon Musk would enter their home and transform her son's world. Later, Elon left as quietly as he had arrived, promising to return with improvements and upgrades. Tommy sat in his room, eyes glued to the device, imagining all the places he could go and all the things he could do. But outside, news of the visit had already started to spread. Neighbors whispered, children giggled, and social media posts hinted at the extraordinary event, though no one had photos yet. A small town was buzzing with curiosity, anticipation, and wonder. That night, Tommy lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. He imagined rockets launching, Mars landscapes, and adventures that seemed almost within reach. And in the quiet of Willow Creek, a young boy's imagination began to stretch beyond the boundaries of his small room, inspired by the unexpected kindness and innovation of a man who dreamed bigger than anyone else. The following week, Tommy's house had become a small workshop of possibilities. Elon returned early in the morning, carrying more tools, wires, and components. He greeted Tommy with a wide smile. "Good morning, champ," he said warmly. "Today, we pushed the limits a little further." Tommy's excitement was palpable. He could hardly wait to see what Elon had prepared. The previous prototype had worked wonders, but Elon hinted there was something even more extraordinary coming. Elon set the new components on the table. "This version," he explained, "will allow you to control multiple devices at once, even from across the room. Imagine being able to interact with anything you see, not just nearby objects." Tommy's eyes lit up. "All at once?" he asked, his voice breaking into a whisper of disbelief. Elon nodded. "Exactly. But we need to test it carefully, step by step." Hours passed as they experimented. Tommy's laughter echoed through the house as he successfully operated small robotic arms, lights, and even a tablet with just a glance and simple gestures. Sarah watched, overwhelmed by both tears and awe. By late afternoon, Tommy was exhausted but exhilarated. "I never imagined I could do this," he said quietly, voice filled with wonder. Elon leaned back, studying the boy. "You've taught me something today," he admitted. "Innovation isn't just about building rockets or cars. Sometimes, it's about giving someone the power to do what they thought impossible." Just as they were winding down, Elon's phone buzzed. He glanced at the screen and his expression changed. "This might be even bigger than we imagined," he murmured. The news was out. A major tech conference was in town, showcasing breakthroughs in assistive technology. Elon realized Tommy's device could not only transform his life, but potentially help thousands of others. "Tomorrow, we take this to the world," Elon said, eyes twinkling. "Are you ready?" Tommy nodded, heart racing. Though he couldn't speak fluently, His smile said everything. The journey that had begun as a quiet afternoon visit had now grown into something monumental, bridging imagination, technology, and hope. Outside, the sunset cast a golden glow over Willow Creek, reflecting the beginning of a new era, not just for Tommy, but for countless others who might one day benefit from Elon's relentless vision. The day of the conference arrived, and Willow Creek was buzzing with excitement. Word had spread quickly. Elon Musk and a young prodigy named Tommy would demonstrate something incredible. The town's small streets were filled with reporters, cameras, and onlookers eager to witness the event. Inside the community center, Tommy's nervousness was palpable. He sat in his wheelchair, the advanced device strapped securely, a mixture of anticipation and fear in his eyes. Sarah held his hand tightly, whispering, "You've got this, Tommy. Just be yourself." Elon, calm and focused, adjusted the final settings on the device. "Remember," he said, kneeling to Tommy's level, "this is your moment. The world is watching, but the most important thing is that you enjoy it and show them what's possible." The lights dimmed, and the auditorium filled with hushed whispers. Elon stepped to the podium first. "Ladies and gentlemen," he began, "today we are not just talking about technology. Today, we are celebrating human potential, creativity, and courage." He gestured toward Tommy. "This young man is 10 years old and has faced challenges that would overwhelm most adults. But his curiosity, his dreams, and his spirit are limitless. With a device we designed together, Tommy will demonstrate abilities that will amaze you." Tommy took a deep breath. For a moment, silence filled the room. Then, he activated the device. Robotic arms moved gracefully, screens lit up, and objects hovered and rotated with precision. The audience gasped, cameras flashed, and murmurs of awe swept through the crowd. But the biggest surprise was yet to come. Elon handed Tommy a tablet connected to a small drone. "Now show them the sky," Elon whispered. Tommy's hands guided the drone, and it lifted from the floor, soaring gracefully over the audience. The drone performed intricate maneuvers, capturing the astonished expressions of everyone below. Sarah's eyes filled with tears as she watched her son, once limited by his condition, controlling the device and drone with skill and confidence. Tommy's smile was radiant, his excitement contagious. After the demonstration, the audience erupted in applause. Elon turned to Tommy and whispered, "You did it. You've inspired not only me but everyone here." In the following days, videos of the demonstration went viral. News outlets, social media, and technology blogs shared the story of Tommy, the young boy who defied expectations with the help of Elon Musk's invention. Letters poured in from families with children facing similar challenges, expressing gratitude and hope. Back in Willow Creek, life felt transformed. Tommy continued to explore his world with the device, learning, experimenting, and dreaming bigger than ever. Elon visited occasionally, refining the technology, but always reminding Tommy that his courage and imagination were the true stars of the show. And as the sun set over the small town, a quiet sense of wonder lingered in the hearts of those who witnessed the extraordinary collaboration between a visionary and a young boy whose dreams knew no bounds.